So, but if you want to tell me something, if something important happens, just type in the chat area, and I will see what's going on there. So, yeah, warm welcome, everybody. That's an exciting, amazing day. My, first great Rose Touch with all of you. And then later the Rose Talk with my special guest Muriel. And of course, you're all also, every one of you is my special guest too. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to opening the talk later. And the pre-show was already very beautiful before the recording started. So energies today are really great. So I invite you to just make it a comfortable experience the next half an hour, to grab yourself a little bit of water, so that always helps processing all the energies. And make sure you won't be disturbed, so it's just a deeper experience if you're not having a whole bunch of people clinging at you. So, just calm down a little bit, make it comfortable, and you can also use your own meditation practice or anything like that if you prefer that. For everybody who's not familiar with the Rose Touch, I will say a few words. The Rose Touch is a kind of healing modality from the future. It is not like healing used to be in the past. It is the bringing together of all the participants in a kind of choir, an energetic choir, where everybody is bringing his or her own energies in, and I'm the one holding the space and the connection between these people in the fields, because I have a lot of people on my list today that are not on the call, and I did already connect with them over the day, and the energies have been building up, and then when everybody is in the field, you're connected to yourself. The Rose Touch is working with the energies of your heart, and this is about connecting you with your pure essence. And I try to assist people, but everybody who is joining the field is also somehow helping. It's really like, if you're familiar with music, when you have a lot of voices coming together, there are harmonies that are building up that a single voice couldn't make. And that is what is so special about it. And so there's no energy feeding or something like that happening. There's just resonance. And these beautiful frequencies, people can tune into it. Like if you have a master singer, and then someone who's not very good in holding the tone, he will focus on the master singer, and that will help him also to get this tone. And what we are doing here is the same, just with frequencies. And so, because when you are connected with very, very beautiful frequencies, you are reminded of your own frequency, and that is how you are connected with yourself. So, we can talk about that later also, but just for someone who never has experienced this before, that you have a kind of understanding what is Natalie doing. So, thank you, everybody, for joining, because everybody who is joining is making this experience much richer and much more beautiful. You're benefiting, of course, yourself, but you are also adding to this choir of energies and help everybody in the field to be reminded of the beauty of their own soul and of their own shining, of the own core being. And so thank you for taking the time and for joining. And so I ask you to just relax a little bit. If you want, you can close your eyes, but you can also let your eyes stay open. Everything I'm saying is just an invitation. Always feel inside if this resonates with you. If something I'm saying or doing isn't pleasing for you, then just do it in your own way. This is just for you to give you an opportunity or an invitation for the ones who like to be guided into their own heart space. If you want to do it your way, do it your way. So I invite you to focus on your breath and just breathe with me. Watch your breath moving into your body, filling you up with life, and then leaving your body and taking energies out of your body. It's an inhale and an exhale. And it's life itself you're connected with through your breath, and it's life itself that is breathing you, because life is in love with you, and life loves to express itself through you, flowing into you and out of you, into you and out of you, in your own natural rhythm that is totally unique just for yourself. And it's so beautiful to just watch the own body system being breathed in and out. And if you want, you can lay your hand on your heart. You feel how your chest is moving up and down from the breath. And you feel how your heart is beating, the drum of life, because you're loved, and life loves to play the drum of life inside of you and breathe the breath of life in and out of you. You're a beautiful expression of the divine, dearly, dearly loved, connected with all that is. You're perfect the way you are. You're loved the way you are. So I invite you to just embrace yourself like life is embracing you, totally accepting you absolutely with all that you are. Your life is an expression of all that is, And there's so much more to explore. There's an abundance living inside of you that you are not aware of in this moment, although you're getting deeper and deeper into the connection with yourself. This is a safe space. If there ever was a safe space, this is it. And here you can open up for yourself to experience the beauty of your own being that is astonishing, so astonishing, and so, so beautiful. You are pure light, you're pure love, you're connected with everything that exists, from the biggest stars and galaxies to the tiniest little bit of dust. You're connected to everything. And I invite you for the next 20 minutes to stay in this space and to open up for the energies that will be emanating from all the people around the world that are in this field, and the pure energy of love that will connect all of the hearts of all of the participants around the world. I will play a little bit of music because I will have to focus on this transmission to hold the field for the benefit of all, so make it easier for everyone to connect. So in 20 minutes, I will wake you up in case you should fall asleep. What might happen? And I just wanted to play some music. Okay, seems not to work, so we will stay in silence, okay? You can play your own music if you want to. Okay. And I will focus on the transmission. Just stay with your own feelings in your own heart, opening up for your own essence to experience this. So very, very slowly, I invite you to slowly come back into your body, to feel into your body, your cells having a huge love parade at the moment, and you bringing together your divine with the physical, feeling how these energies and frequencies are filling you totally. Until every fiber of your being has a huge, huge party going on. And then come with your consciousness into the here and now totally, with your awareness being connected with everything that you are. And try it out. It's possible to stay somehow, of course not totally, but somehow stay in the field of love, and at the same time to feel your physical self. Feel your fingers start to move then a little bit, your toes starting to wiggle and wiggle. Yeah, start to move your body and come back into the room with your consciousness, being aware how the divine is living inside of you, you connected with you, and embracing yourself, and being a walking, talking, start being, divine being, God, Goddess, Master, however you want to call it, the eternal I am in the physical. And we can get used to that more and more, everyone in his own way, and there's just an allowing that has to happen. No forcing, no worrying about it. Just allow this state of being and return to this consciousness in your daily life as often as you want. It is available for you every time you want, and every once we might meet and try it once again and remind us how this is all working. And I know the ones here in the call, but maybe someone will tune in later into the recording. But I know you very well, and I know this feeling is very, very normal for you already. And but we can get used to it more and more, and that is my invitation for you. Because this is who we are, this love being, that is who we are. And we are reminding each other now to live in this state, and that's very, very beautiful, and that's where I would like to, just for 1-2 minutes, move yourself a little bit, grab yourself a little bit of water, and then I would like to open the mics for our talk. So, everyone still awake?
Yes. Hello, Natalie.
Hello.
Yes.
So yeah, I grabbed myself a little bit water myself, and yeah. Well, I'm sorry for the not working of the music. I will have to figure that out until next month. But someone has been playing music, and I have to say the quantum field has never been so lively and joyous like today. Someone was playing music. I don't know who.
It was all of us. We were one big chorus, Natalie.
That's true. Yeah, but someone did play music in the physical.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow, yeah. One big choir, yeah. Chorus, yeah. How do you call it? Chorus, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. So, yeah, when everybody is already able to move and to talk, and yeah, I now invite Muriel in as my special guest today, and you know her all. She's, yeah, such a great author and speaker and healer and, yeah, I don't know what else. Artist. She's a living artist. Yeah, she's a living heart. A she-heart. And yeah, I'm really, really happy to have her today for us for this special topic about the rising of the roses. And yeah, Muriel, that's your
Yeah,
part.
thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much. I mean, this is just beautiful. I'm still taking a deep breath because I'm kind of lost in the field with everybody else who's sitting on their couch right now enjoying you and this and everybody who's here. And it's just so thank you so much for providing the space today.
Oh, yeah, thank everybody for yeah, because we create this together. We really do.
Mm-hmm. It's almost as if I could just stay within the field and just be there because we've been in the physical for so long. This lifetime's been heavy for a lot of us, and we've been so much in the world, it's in the physical. So it's almost like tempting to stay here in this field with everybody. Everybody else
It
is feeling
is.
that.
I had people telling me they stayed in the field really for hours, and I did myself until an hour. I did it myself, but yeah. Today I thought, yeah, but maybe, yeah, if you want, we can stay for 5 minutes longer. Why not?
Well, you know,
We
I'm
are
here all
here.
the time. I'm in this space all the time. So I just want to say, I wanted to say that really for everybody that's here listening. If anybody wants to say, we could stay in the space for 5 more minutes. Do so. I would love to. It's beautiful. Anybody else want to stay there, or just want to
No,
continue?
I would like to stay there too, because that has
Okay.
been my invitation at the end to bring the field into the physical. Yeah. As someone who has no idea what we are doing is watching this recording, this will be very funny. Okay. Muriel?
Yes.
So it's getting a little bit, noisier. So I would like to invite you to speak about the rising of the roses, because you had, I had last summer, I have had a vision. And a few months ago, you painted the picture that I used for today's session. So yeah, please share your heart, my darling.
Yeah. At times I don't know where to begin. It was like a second of like sitting on the precipice of all of eternity, trying to think of the words to even begin, but it's basically more of the rise of the awakened human. So you can translate the rise of the roses to that, and we can look through that lens. Because really I'm pulling that right now. Natalie, that was beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. So thank you for creating the space. Yes, thank you everybody here, because we are all equal here. It's like one big field. But we're all individual consciousnesses within this, so you know, it took us to get in here to do that. So thank you everybody. But thank you, Natalie, for opening it up. It was just a very nice experience. But anyway, back to that, the rise of the awakened human. Actually, one more thing I want to say about you, Natalie, is that you're a Buddha. And one thing that came to me is, you know, be a light unto yourself is one of the biggest things that was left to us. And that could be translated in so many ways, but in you know, just the raw words of it all, be a light unto yourself. But what happened during this transmission, it continued. So Buddha continued, and this is what happened. Be a light unto yourself, ... until every fiber of your being has a party going on. And then dash Natalie. So instead of Buddha, you can laugh about that because it was awesome. I saw the whole thing. It was like Buddha, Natalie, Natalie, Buddha. There was no difference between, like Siddhartha, that. You know, everybody. Buddha's a state of consciousness. It's not a man like Yeshua, like Jesus. You know, Christ consciousness, not a man. Same thing. And, you know, those listening to this understand that. I just happen saying it for the purposes of the conversation, but Natalie, you know, Natalie, Buddha, Buddha, Natalie. So I just had to say that right off the bat. Be a light unto yourself until every fiber of your being has a party going on. So you can take that however you want, because that came straight out. It was awesome. It is amazing how distracted we are every day of our lives, and we don't realize how seldom we have time to visit the eternal vistas of the mind's eye. We do it in dream time when we're sleeping at night. We wake up and we're like, oh, that was cool, and then maybe we'll have some kind of daydream during the day, and a lot of us on this call, we work deeper than that, and we actually go out of our way to maybe journey. Regardless, a lot of us, even just having a human experience, we are very much anchored into this reality, and we have seldom time of the day or whatever. Just days keep moving on in time and space. We get, seems like it's like foreign, and you know, we have this experience in this transmission, or we go into a shamanic journey. It's like home. It's like an essence of I know that, but I have to go back to the office. It's like that type of thing. I've talked to so many people in shamanic journeys, like they almost go through a kind of depression after the session, because you're like, oh, that's why I said, let's stay in the field a little bit longer. That's why people do drugs. That's why people get attachments to this. Anything physical, as long as you anchor me here, I can stay. If you tell me anything else, I want to leave. Why is that? This is big. And so the multiverse is just waiting for us to pay a visit all the time, out of time, time before time. It's been there while we live on an island called time and space, and we call it life. It's going on in this room, whatever room you're in. All dimensions exist in the room you're in. All you have to do is just tune into it, because they've tuned into you. So you know, when you receive a rose, you know, when you receive roses or a rose, you're happy. No one is upset when they receive a rose. And the rise of the roses is the rise of the consciousness of the sacredness of all life. So this rise is creating a sort of joyful happiness and a playful giddiness in the time stream. It's at the same time, those going beyond is creating a friction for those who are not. So this is not about separation. We talk about the old and new earth, and that's why I use terms loosely here. We talk about a bridge, and Natalie and I have agreed that we know we're on a bridge, and we're bridging these frequencies. So it has everything to do with frequency and vibration. It has nothing to do with separation. I have to make a clarification of that, that there's all-inclusiveness in this process. Okay, so we're including everybody, everyone. And it's creating some shadows to arise, and there's a lot of upheaval to occur. So this will pass. It's an internal cleansing of all of creation, and it can't stay in these new frequencies. End of story. It just doesn't match. So just like when you give a rose to someone, it instantaneously creates a vibration of happiness and joy. And why would someone ever be angry at a rose? So, and I know Natalie and I briefly, we touched and goed on this topic real briefly a while ago, but maybe they have a fear of flowers, perhaps, or maybe they're afraid of the thorns. Guys, go with me. I know you see this metaphor, and then you understand it because you've talked about it. Natalie's talked about this in many conversations, and you have in your blog, and the writings that you do, they're so beautiful. And or it may remind them of death. Regardless, most people, when they receive a rose, it changes the perception immediately. You know, you're having a bad day, for instance. Let's just get down to the nitty-gritty. You're having a shitty day, and someone comes around, hey, here's a rose. like, you know, first of all, you go, catches your breath, like a beautiful woman or a beautiful man. You see, wow, catches your breath. And then you stop, and you're like, oh, and you smell it. So there's this whole thing that happens when you get that rose. So what's happening now with the roses, which is everyone on this call, and I don't care if you came from like the Mary Magdalene energies or the group energies, what group you came from, you're an eternal consciousness. There's no beginning. There's no end. We've been dancing together forever, and we will continue to, regardless of how sovereign everybody gets. We will meet up by and by as by and by. This is beautiful. But we just kind of woke up to it going, oh, I forgot about that. It was just a forgetting. And so all of us are kind of rising. And as that's happening, it's creating that ricochet. It's creating a huge surge of higher frequencies hitting the time stream quantum field, and it's creating a huge upheaval. So that's why everything is happening right now is why it is happening. That's it in a nutshell. And I could continue because, I don't want to. I want to stop right there, actually. I'm going to stop right there.
So it's this high frequency that is awakened in the human, and the human is reminded of these high frequencies that are home. And this time we didn't come here. I'm sure everyone on this call could opt out in this second, just leaving into the eternal I am. But this time we came to bring these high frequencies into the dirt of the earth, and for me that's the essence of my work. Yeah.
And you were like the Mecca point. I saw it on the raft, and I just want to share my experience because this one was a good visual because I'm like really tapped into the fiber optic lines. I'm on a phone, so and because of the work that I do. This was a great experience, but we were in a raft, so Natalie, you were moving it. We were all moving it with our consciousness, so you could just picture the raft, and we're on the stream in the water, right? Stream going in one direction, and you're talking, so your frequency, the vibration was moving up. We all were, and we were working out some stuff. So all I have to say is anybody on this call, anybody listening to this, if you don't receive a healing, we have done something horribly wrong, and I doubt it because there's not even that in the frequency range of this. So the professionals are here at play because I received a healing during this. So amen, aho, and namaste. I received a healing from someone that I let go, and she gave me a rose on the raft. She gave it to me. I saw the whole thing. And you know what? We have a vehicle. We have a spaceship. Don't wait for spaceships to come down because they're not going to save anything. And then when you want to call, I'm not going to sit there and preach and preaching. Just the way I talk. I'm kind of aggressive predator talk when I talk. But, you're your own. There's no savior going to save anything. So we have a spaceship, and we travel through dimensions and time and space and creation with it, right? And it's called a Mer-Ka-Ba. It's a space vehicle light body, and that's what we're doing. We are integrating that into a physical carbon body, which is our Muriel, or whoever you are, and so that's what I've been doing. Integration is a process, yes, but there is a way where we get to the point where it's pretty much integrated, and it's happening to a lot of us. And that's what the rise of the awakened human. Now, that being said, the Mer-Ka-Ba has 3 rotations to it. And it's got a mental body, and it's got emotional and the physical body. And it's all spinning in a certain frequency. And when those are spinning off, when something happens to you, when something comes into your field, someone throws you off, for me, because I'm such a mental person, as those who are close to me and just listen to me, you know that I am, and so I get a lot of things maybe stuck in that field. Well, that throws the rotation off. All of a sudden, I can't get the image out. I have that person right there. It's like a major psychic attack for me. So during this healing, what happened is that it turned the mental part of the Mer-Ka-Ba for me to come back into balance. So thank you, everybody, for that. I appreciate it. I just wanted to explain that and how I see it in sacred geometry. And when I work with Metatron and I work alongside the very beings that created the platforms that we stand on to have our physical experience. So these are the big kahunas of all creation. So I'm not no better, no worse. I'm not giving something you guys don't know. I do not like I have a secret, and I got some kind of scroll that I found, and and you on the call, and you know, and the rest of everybody, humanity doesn't. Nope. It's just that I happen to know. And so I just had to say that that's the mechanics behind what you call your own personal spaceship. So maybe your body may be the one that's off. See, I don't have problems with my physical body per se. I may be going through changes of life and things like that, but normal things. But I don't have anything else. But it's the mental part of my Mer-Ka-Ba. So you can translate that for whatever you're personally going through for yourself. And I hope that helps everybody with that.
Wow. Wow, that's been huge, yeah. Thank you for sharing this.
No, thank you, Natalie. That's great. Great platform for me able to get this out, too, because I don't have many. I'm always on the other side. I'm on where you're at right now. So I never really have where I'm just kind of, in as a participant, although we're all equals, understood. But you know what I'm saying. So thank you for doing that.
And actually, everybody who we remind of this, it makes it easier to navigate in the physical, even because we are always in a state of bliss or calm, no matter what happens to us. That's when we have learned to anchor in the quantum. And we normally don't leave it anymore. Even if something happens here, Muriel had some stuff the last days, and I had also a little tumultuous week, but we never really lose our balance totally. It's not even possible. Even if someone would at this moment come to me and shoot me, I wouldn't lose my balance. It sounds funny, but
it's really amazing.
Yeah.
Because you got activated. The activation occurred. When it happens, that's it. It's just Zoom. When people hear me say Zoom, that's exactly what I mean. That's what we were waiting for. We were waiting to get out of time and space so we could just be free to just go, because we're trapped. We were almost trapped in a container, and we're light, and it's like trapping something that can't, it's just like, no, it's gonna get free. I mean, how many of us stayed in a crystal for eons of time and not realize we were there? I mean, what container are you trapped in? That's what's going on right now. It's amazing. I also want to say, too, the Rise of the Roses, you have been doing activation, Natalie, and many on this call. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. I just know I do because it's the work I do. It's my life's work, and I get paid for it, and it's my life. It's everything all combined. And I know that I activate people just by being around them. And so the roses, the high energy clearing, once activated, they just zoom. And as soon as that happened, it happened right after the painting. The very painting, how that occurred, the brush that I used, I got a haircut, and the person that gave me the suggestion to make the hairbrush from the hair that I cleansed from the energy was the one person I cleansed out of my field. I mean, this was a huge ricochet, guys. This was like when you set up the dominoes, and I used to play with them. So, well, I love dominoes. But you hit one, and you just go. That's exactly what happened. And it happened right before, because I got the brush, and then I'm like, it just came right out. Okay, so it was more than just the painting that I tapped into the quantum field. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I put it up, and we're like, oh, it's that. And then it got deeper and deeper and deeper, and a week later it was like, oh, no, it's this. So it's like happening at the now moment. This is unbelievable how it's just unraveling right in front of our eyes as we create this thing. And it's not been rehearsed, and it's not ever been, it's never been tread. Humanity has never walked this path. It's a final path. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies coming right up my spine right now. It's a path that we have never walked ever before, and this is what Metatron and the archangels want you all to know, that we are walking a path that has never been walked before. So this is huge. And this is not just your cleansing of your own personal things that's happened to you, your abuse, beyond abuse, you doing to others, others doing it to you. No. No, this goes way beyond that. So this is awesome. My energy is really high right now, so I have to stop myself. I have to in mid-stride right there. So.
I want to welcome Sharon. Sharon, you came in later, so but you will have the replay. Yeah.
Sorry,
Hello,
I missed. Hi.
Hi. Keep on.
I have nothing to say yet. I have just arrived. I'd like to get a feel for it.
Okay, so if someone else wants to add something.
I always like to say things.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so thank you. And so, you know what was interesting? Just listening, having heard Muriel, what she was saying about the healing that she got. So I've been walking, I've been up since forever, you know, a long time. This morning and I was in the park and then I went for another walk. And as I was walking, I was like, what it felt like to me was, it's not mental, my mental's great, my body's great, but my emotional body has gone through a lot in the last few, years, and that's what's been been really sticky, even though, I have both, you got the consciousness and then you can feel the stickiness in this emotional body. And that, for me, even when I was walking just before this call, I was like, that's what I've been releasing and healing. And it was like I suppose, like if I wanted to put it into the same words that Muriel was saying, that's kind of like it's completed. And it feels completed because my whole beingness has shifted in the last few days, weeks, whatever, recent, and it's because that's been healing, and Muriel's been a big part of that. You've been a big part of that, Natalie. I've been a big part of it. Everyone that I've been contacting or being in the field with has been a big part of that, and so I'm super grateful too, because it has been that, and so it's like I've come back to where I began, but with a resolution that is not. That needed to be done in order to move completely forward, because it was already done, but there was that stickiness that had to be seen, that by me, and so I have seen it and done it and played it, and now complete. So very, very cool and awesome.
Thank you, because that's really how it's happening. Of course, no one can do it for us, but at the moment when we are on our path, we just meet the right people, and everything is just coming together in perfect timing. And wow, it's happening so fast and so huge. We are really moving mountains at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, 100%, and I know it. I've always known it. Like Muriel was talking about the activation part. Like I was activated in a second. I took a breath, and talk about taking a breath. I even used to laugh. I was like, wow, people say, you read those guru books, the Sufis and all of those, and they're like, it's just one breath away. Even a Dharma talks like it's one breath away. I literally took a breath, and everything, my whole reality shifted. But there was this stickiness that was so deep that I actually had to create a physical experience to see it, because it was so deep and it was so old and ancient that I had to create a reality to walk through it, to see it, and once it needed to be completed, I could see that too, and that's the beauty of being me or you and wherever we are in our consciousness, because we know what's happening before it's happening and then while it's happening, and you got that groundedness and that peace while you're doing it, even though everything might be chaotic. There's this thing that is like faith of a mustard seed moves mountains, baby. Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to hug you.
Come on in.
Oh my goodness, yeah. After all these long times, it's been eternities, really, and now, oh my goodness, all of this starting to just fall off. It's just, my goodness, when I always thought I have to reach a point. Yeah, I have to evolve. I have to do something. I have to be something. It's totally nonsense. In the end, it's just letting go of all that we are not. That's all. Yeah.
I'd like to share quickly how it felt for me.
Yeah, please.
I felt a huge spinning energy building up like crazy. And in that moment, I decided to just go with it like on a merry-go-round. It was picking up extreme speed. I'm not sure if it was my emotional, mental, or whatever body, but in the end, I could feel or see that it was like something deeper in my heart was kind of opening up like an eye. It actually felt as if a dragon who's been asleep for eons was kind of opening up his eye and looking straight out of me, kind of. Really special. So
many blessings, Therese. Many blessings. Oh, it's just I have to just come right in and say that to you because I'm feeling it right now. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
Wow.
It was, and at the same time, I felt like laughing, and I was kind of, it was intense. And thank you so much, for everybody, for helping me to be here and to have this experience. I'm still kind of stunned, and it's. I don't know what to say, what else, because it's just something old, ancient, something beyond everything is kind of, there is kind of a connection there now. And I'm happy to explore this. I want to know more about it. So I'm all in for adventure.
Nice.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. I love you.
I love you too. You know that. Oh my goodness. Oh, ladies. What a day. Wow. I just feel so grateful. Yeah, got no words.
I know, Natalie, and I just have to say, you've been through a lot of just everything that you could possibly think of. This woman has been through it all. You could say, okay, everybody on this call has. You know what? I just stop with that right now. Just be with me here. This woman has been through it all. And that's why she's able to be the way she is. When you're in her presence, this is why. It's kind of like if you were to meet Siddhartha. I mean, we're not putting anybody up on a pedestal. We're all magical. We're all special. Be like, okay, well, I always this way. And that's great. But I'm putting the camera on Natalie for a reason right now, guys, so just go with me. She is Buddha. It literally, this is it. And I'm not saying, okay, yes, I was Siddhartha. No, that's not what I'm saying. So I guess I have to put a little disclaimer there for anybody listening later on. You get my point. We have to re-listen to the words. If you read between the pauses or whatever the words, whatever it takes for you to get that point, literally. It's when you get to that, it's just ultimate surrender. There is no more duality. And that's where Natalie's at. That's what I feel from this person right now. So many blessings to everybody. Many blessings, Natalie.
Actually, I was making a joke a few weeks ago because someone told me that the embodied enlightenment cannot anchor very good in an overweight body. Someone tried to tell me, and I was just laughing. And you know what? And that has been my response. I said maybe the Christ consciousness this time wants to have a Buddha belly. This was my response.
Goodness.
Yeah.
It's so funny, the stuff that people believe and what they give you and feed you. You're like, really? Come on,
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, really. And so that's really funny what you're saying, because that has been my response. Yeah, maybe this time it wanted to have a Buddha belly.
And all you have to tell them is, hey, I got it all, so that's how it is. Good, I had it all and didn't need anything else. No more desires. You had it all.
That's true. I had it all. That's true. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah. And yeah, we all had kind of, yeah. Yeah, we all had it. And I'm so happy everyone choose another another piece of the whole cake, because no one could have survived it just in one being, yeah. So thank you for everyone for taking your part of it. So yeah. Yeah, and we all did, yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here we are now, and still breathing, still laughing, crying, and yeah, bringing all of that into the physical. And my goodness, are we brave? Yeah, we are brave hearts, dragon hearts, strong hearts, all together.
Yeah, and I just have to say, you know, shamans dream, and it's dreaming for shamans is a big thing. And if anybody dreams of somebody, you know, and recurring, you're dreaming of someone, that's important to talk to them if you can. But I had somebody come to me, one of my shamanic friends. We don't talk much, but we're connected, Archangel Michael, and she contacts me every now and then if she has a dream. And she contacted me a couple days ago, and she had a dream of me. And she's like, Muriel, we were in your backyard, and there were a bunch of storage units, and you had a skirt on and some heels, but the heels weren't high. I don't wear skirts or heels really often, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really. But so this is interesting. And a woman came, and she was looking for me, and I guess I was hiding from her. Now, a lot of cleansing came out from, and I don't go into details, but a particular person. And in this dream, again, it was prior. It was always a couple of days prior. She did this before, years ago, when a huge cleansing in my life happened, and she had a dream prior. It's always about 3 days prior. And it's pretty much spot on, but when she gives it to me, I'm always like, what? And my mind immediately goes, huh, and I go mental at it, but no. And I thought, at first I'm like, oh, I got it, out of the mental body, and with all my bodies, I understood it. No, I understood it during this session. So, one more thing before I get off my soapbox here, Natalie. Thank you for doing this. I want to find this here. Because I kind of wrote it down when I was. So basically, it's the finalization and the integration of the feminine. So what just occurred, because I had this with the healing of a massive shaman, really powerful shaman, just got a major healing on this planet, and it changed the frequency of the crystals in the earth. So everything changed, and the crystals are affecting the water. So all you need to do right now, I mean, anybody on the call, you don't just stand there and look stupid. You don't need to do anything, literally. I mean, make sure you drink plenty of water. Even drinking the water, because the crystals change the form of the water, which is changing your frequency. It's important to drink water, and we came into a modern world where I talk with people, of course I'm in the United States, where people are more spoiled. We have plenty of water here, but they sit there and drink soda and juice all the time, or pop. And so they're not drinking much water, which is ridiculous, because right now it's so important that you get much more water as you ever had, because it literally is helping with the integration of the light body. So I wanted to say that, and the dream literally is that. And the healing that I had with this person, the shaman, is literally that. Not just the weather is going to change, as we've seen all the upheavals happening, but the weather of energetics. That was the big thing. And it literally has been the integration of the feminine of Gaia with the humans, who we are the caretakers of the future. Gaia is leaving. And so we are taking over, and the children know this. They already automatically are coded for this. And so, where the dolphins or the whales are going to leave, we're going to take over. And so there's people that have specialties to talk with dolphins, like my friend Jan. He's the dolphin. Like, I work on people, and they literally they are dolphin. They are not what you look at. They look like people. They say, I'm a family. I come from a biology. But no, when I work on them in the quantum field, their multidimensionality for this time, they are actually coded for what we see as the future. This is potential, guys, in parentheses. As we go into this thing called the future, they are literally taking the niche of these creatures that are going home. And we're going to see tons of extinctions happen, but as the frequency is raised on the planet, we won't be in, oh my God, and the sadness and the and the low frequency of, oh my, it's all our fault and all that shit that goes along with it, because the final integration of the feminine has occurred. That was the dream. That was the message.
Wow, that's huge. That's really huge.
That's what you are all feeling, and you couldn't we're articulating it. Well, I can articulate it as much as I can. I'm not saying I'm a genius at it, but I can do it because I've been working at this for years. And it has come to my point where I'm partying, going, oh my God, my time has come. That's why when you hear me, I'm like a son, and I'm going to freaking explode, because I've been waiting for the past 10 years to go, hey. And so hopefully that all helps to release a lot of maybe some anxieties that have been come up just recently, because a lot of the upheavals have been so in your face, even if it's just local people in your face. But all the stuff in the world going on, again, comes back to the friction of what we're doing. So, and then everything else at play.
Yeah, and the friction, how to, there's huge friction, and I feel it's just the starting. It doesn't seem to get better very soon, or But yeah, that maybe might be a new space conversation.
Yes, and if you stretch out a rubber band and you stretch it out to its extent, what's it going to do? It's either going to break, or you're going to go, wait, no, it's going to break, so I'm going to put it back, and it's going to go back around to the other way. So what happened was that we were on a pendulum swing, and what happened energetically, we swung over all the way that we possibly could before the rubber band broke, and that's what you all were feeling. Now it's bumped, and it came back, and that just happened at the end of last year. And I'm like, oh, and you were like, oh, and we're all jumping up and down for joy, and at the same time, all this shit is happening going, I don't know what to cry, kill myself, or be good, joy and happy. It was so messed up. We're like, we were in so much extreme swinging, so far on the pendulum and the spectrum, we didn't even know how to be. And at that point, we're like, screw it. Maybe I'll just go and just hide under a rock, or whatever the hell you're doing. But everybody can relate at least a little bit to what I'm saying here. And because we're finally swinging back around, it is just sailing at this point. Sailing. I'm like ecstatic. I just need to shut up, because I don't even know I don't have any words left to say about it.
We're all just sailing. Yeah. So, yeah. Maybe we just do.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And actually I do have one thing to say. Do you know when sometimes you're uncomfortable being with somebody, you're not really like maybe you're in a room with them and you're waiting, like you're in a doctor's office, you're in a waiting room, you're with somebody, a stranger, and you're like kind of uncomfortable because maybe the energy between you two just don't match or whatever, and you're like, I don't know why I don't like this person, they don't know whatever it is. But then sometimes you're with somebody and you're like, wow, I could sit with them in this waiting room all day and I have no idea who they are. That's the newness. That's the newness. I've never met any of you in physical form. And I'm sitting here like I have just finished dinner with you. It was great. We went to the movies. I mean, we did all this shit. And I'm sitting here going, wow, now it's after time. And we're having like crackers and cheese and a little bit of wine or some tea, whatever. I mean, this is the new. This is the new. And we were all equipped for this. And that's why we didn't fit in. Because we were from the future, and that's why Natalie and I kept saying we're from the future. I say that now, and I just say it so funny. I'm like, yep, I'm from the future.
Yeah.
Why? Because we knew the summer day was going to come, but we couldn't articulate it because the energetics were not available for us to do so. So welcome, and just congratulations. Well, yeah, let's all party. Of course, it's my birthday weekend, so it's even better for me. Right?
I see a sailboat on the ocean from my window right now.
Oh,
Just
Oh,
sailing.
goodness. Yeah, sailing.
Sailing.
Yeah, sailing.
Sailing.
And it's true. All my life I knew this is the standard. All my life I knew it. And everybody told me I'm crazy. I'm searching for things that are not existing. I always knew how love feels. I always knew how friendship feels. I always knew it. And everybody told me I'm totally nuts and weird and yeah, I just have too high standards. And now that I have connected with the ones of my own kind, I knew what I ever knew. I will never settle for anything less than for people I feel in this way, being around them.
amen.
Yeah, that's it.
Amen. That's it.
We're just a bunch of giggling girls. I mean, come on now, we're sitting like.
I was just about to say I want to grab some popcorn and just munch them with all of you and just carry on for hours.
I agree.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, the meeting of the leading edge of spirituality is a bunch of giggling girls. Oh, it's oh.
There's a T-shirt, Natalie. You got to make a T-shirt, darling.
It's gorgeous. I love it. Oh. You're amazing.
I know. Oh.
Well, thank you. Wow, that's been huge. So, yeah. Well, next month, the 8th of April, that will be a Sunday, will be the next Rose Touch. I don't have a topic and I don't have a special guest, so if you feel so, just tell me. Whoever wants, just message me, okay? So, yeah. Because I want to do it again, yes.
Yeah, I know. Freedom.
Yeah. We have to leave, but I don't want to.
Remember, Natalie, there is a recording, and you could replay that anytime you want.
Yeah, we all can do that. Really, we all can do that. Yeah, and that will be beautiful to do that. So, okay.
I think we should all go over Iola's and have a stroll on the boardwalk and maybe go sailing or something.
Yay. I'll get a boat.
Get a boat.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
So great.
It was in my vision. It was my vision during this whole transmission. I saw us on the water, and we were all moving along with our consciousness. We had no oars. That was awesome.
I've been painting boats for months now. They just appear in all my paintings, you know, boats. So it's definitely about a boat.
You've seen your spirit ship. Your spirit ship is your trademark. It appears in every painting. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your Mer-Ka-Ba is a spirit ship.
Looks like sailboat. No, it's a sailboat.
Yeah, that's funny. I did that whole Run Velo thing. I did Run Velo. I did the Mer-Ka-Ba, and I did it on the beach. No coincidences, ladies. My years yonder when I was just starting out.
Right? It's not like you're gonna like put a cactus in there or anything. It was part of the scene. Understood.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So,
but thank you again, Natalie, for having me on here. It was a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I hope you we will do it again. So yeah, but we never know, of course. Yeah. So yeah, that's the human. The human wants to extend the things that are just divine. Yeah, the human, when the human taps into the happiness, the divine, the bliss, he wants to hold on forever, wants to make sure it will happen again, and that's just stupidness because we always create a new.
Yeah, and we're not going home. Home comes to you. If you know the kingdom's inside of you, there's no going home. When you go at home, when you die, you're not going, oh, I'm going to go home. I'm going home to heaven. Well, why would you go home when you already had heaven? You're not going anywhere. In fact, you're just in the present moment, and you just slip out of your body and you remain in the present moment. Nothing really changes. Everything changes, and nothing really changes at the same time. Yeah. You're not going home. Home comes to you. So that means that when we're sitting in this field, we're at home. That's why you don't want to leave. The mind needs more time to be at home because home, is there, and the human is here. There's a there and a here. We're living our life here, and when we die, we'll go there. That's the issue, because we have this concept, the mental mind, the body, the human, as you said, Ellie, that we are here and we will go there. That's the issue of time and space. That's why the human will never be able to get it, so don't do it, don't try. And the master of the soul comes in, and you're like, just relax into these new frequencies. Human, shut up. Oh, no. Muriel will sit there and start bitching about everything around her. Oh, you should see it, ladies. I should record some of this shit sometime. Yeah, I mean, it would be a huge comedy act. Because the human, the Muriel, no, there's no fixing that. I don't need to go to therapy. No, once you realize that, that's embodied enlightenment. You don't need to do anything. There's nothing. You could just be a complete asshole, and it's okay. Now, luckily, just you're around to disturb too many people or beings around you. Yeah, and I try to get that across when I work on people. It is funny.
So if you stay in the now, you have one, because it's the same word, the same letters. It's just you can read it as a now, or you can read it as one.
Or Neo, like in the Matrix movie. Yeah. The character Neo, the main character, you could turn it around to one, and they did that on purpose. There's a lot in that movie, but
there's a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we all got it inside of us, and we decide which way we want to read it. That's it.
So Natalie, you just got to learn that Matrix move, man. If you get that on video, that could sell copies. You could sell billions of copies.
Okay.
I want to see.
Yeah, and we just share. We just make a fair share, and then we never have to.
I have to extend my yoga exercise then to be able to do that, but yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. That. Yeah, maybe we can search for a nice yoga teacher.
Oh no yoga teacher. We just need to sit in the field long enough, and we'll all get there. Piece of cake. Piece of cake.
Oh, I love you.
So I will throw my popcorn at you so you can practice instead of bullets.
Yeah.
Food fight, excellent. That's a good distraction as well. Thank you, Drew. That's perfect.
and yeah, no. We shall learn to get out of the way. But if you throw popcorn, I would start try to get it.
Oh man, Natalie, you could just do circles around that little piece of popcorn and sit in the middle of the air. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, now you guys are going into Kung Fu Panda. I just see Kung Fu Panda.
Oh yes,
I love that movie.
I love it.
So good. He's a perfect master. He doesn't even know it. He's like, oh. Love him. Oh.
Okay. So, thank you all. And now, yeah, I think, yeah, I just stopped the recording. Yeah, at
Thank
this
you.
point. So, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And, yeah, wow.